A very good morning to all the students of class 12th political science. And students, welcome back to the online classes here. As you know, we were doing the last chapter of a book, that is Indian Politics, Trends and Developments. This name has been updated, and previously you will find the old name in your NCERT book. Although we have covered the whole chapter as this, almost all the topics we had to cover, but we were doing the additional two topics which have been added for this particular session in your syllabus. So in the last video I had covered this topic, that is NDA 3. So we had to cover both NDA 3 and 4. NDA 1 and 2 we had covered from your NCERT book, and now we had to do NDA 3 and 4. So NDA 3 we had done yesterday in the last video. We had complete information about the NDA 3. So I will revise this once I will finish this topic, that is NDA 4. So the topic for the day is NDA 4. I will revise this part, NDA 3 after NDA 4, and these two topics are really very important from the point of view of your board exams. So you have to be prepared for it, and these are the notes from your NCERT PDF which has been sent by the CBSE. So this PDF is, I think, of very importance if we see from the point of view of your exams. So you need to have these notes with you every time. So today's topic is NDA 4. So let's start. As you know, NDA 3, I told you, NDA 3 is all about the Lok Sabha election of 2014. And when we talk about NDA 4, it is all about Lok Sabha election of 2019, we'll say. And you are also aware this NDA is led by BJP. So currently we do not say that central government, if we talk about the ruling government is BJP, we say it is a NDA government. Okay, although it is led and dominated by BJP recently. So let's start. The 2019 Lok Sabha election, the 17th since independence. So if you count from the independence, this was the 17th Lok Sabha elections held for the central government after independence. So once again brought back BJP-led NDA. So if you talk about the 17th Lok Sabha election which were held in 2019, this brought back BJP again, which was led by NDA 4. So this is called NDA 4 to the center of power by winning more than 350 seats out of 543. Just see the ratio here. NDA alliance, which was led by BJP in 2019 Lok Sabha election, they won 350 seats out of 543. So this was the ratio. The BJP on its own won 303. So if you find this number 303, alone BJP got this amount of seats out of 543. But if we talk about the alliance of BJP as NDA, they won 556. But if we see from the point of view from a single party, we can see a change in the system. BJP alone was managing to get 300 seats. It means they were easily able to get ahead of absolute majority. As you know, absolute majority means 272 out of 543. So they were easily able to get this number of 303 on their own, and with their alliance they were getting 350 seats in Lok Sabha election. This was the biggest number any single party had won in the lower house since 1984. After the assassination of Indira Gandhi, the Lok Sabha elections were held. That was the time when the highest number of seats a party got, that was Congress. That was around 415 seats. That was around 415 seats in 1984 Lok Sabha election after the assassination of Indira Gandhi. But after that, this was the highest number ever if we see in the Lok Sabha after 1984, where a single party, that is BJP, got 303 seats out of 543. With alliance they got 350. So it was a big achievement and successful BJP, as in 2014 Lok Sabha elections they managed to get only 282 seats. It means now they had shown more improvement as a single party. Here they got 303. So you can compare it with the previous data. So you will themselves call a biggest number any single party has won in the lower house since 1984, when Congress swept the elections in the aftermath of Mrs. Indira Gandhi's assassination. So after her assassination, this was the first time a single party got this amount of success. Based on the tumultuous success of the BJP in 2019, social scientists have started equating the temporary party system with the BJP system. So, as I told you, there are so many social scientists, there are political scientists also who keep a close watch and they keep monitoring the political system in our country. So, recently, these political scientists, who study about the various political system in India, they have called this current scenario, current session, or the current the decades, we can say, from the last 20 years, we can say, is a system called BJP system. As you are very much aware, after the independence there was a complete domination of Congress party. That is why that was called Congress system, which we have already covered. Okay, but now currently if you see, most of the state government, that is legislative assemblies, you will find of BJP, and at center also BJP is doing very well. They have got lot of success, and from the result of NDA 3, that is 2014 Lok Sabha elections plus 2019 Lok Sabha election, the outcomes have shown how BJP has grown in the recent time period. So we can call this as the BJP system. Okay. Where an era of one-party dominance like the Congress system has once again started appearing on the democratic politics of India. Where an era of one-party dominance. So again, we had started this book with a one-party system, era of one-party dominance, in which Congress was important after independence. But if we see in this 21st century, again the time has shown that again we have started with the era of one-party dominance, which previously used to be Congress system, but now recently it is BJP system. As in the current times, we cannot see any big opposition who can challenge BJP. All opposition seems to be very tiny, including Congress party. So no one is there to challenge BJP, as according to the social and political scientists. Okay. So this was all about the NDA 4. Okay. So you must remember the dates. NDA 1, and the year is asked, so you will have to ask 1997 or 1998. Okay, this was the first NDA first. For this, government was there for only what 13 days. Then NDA 2, this was for 1999. In this, the government has completed complete 5 years tenure under Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Then we talk about NDA 3 and NDA 4, which we have recently covered. So NDA 3 and 4, 2014, 2019. Okay. So you know this NDA 3 and NDA 4, although there was still an alliance, but this was led by BJP. But we could call this NDA as this was not led by BJP, but it was dominated by BJP, as BJP on its own was managing to get the absolute majority, that is more than 50% of the seats. BJP was easily managing to get that absolute majority in NDA 3, that is Lok Sabha election of 2014, and same election NDA 4 in the election of 2019. So this was the change in the scenario if you talk about the NDA governments. Okay. And this is a topic NDA 3. We shall be revising this NDA 3 here. As the Bharatiya Janata Party led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi got an absolute majority in the Lok Sabha election held in May 2014. So these topics are very much relevant to you, as you are very much aware to the current politics of BJP and NDA government led BJP led government at the center. So in 2014, Narendra Modi got the absolute majority, and absolute majority I had also explained you, it means more than half. If the total numbers were 543 seats, it means you had to get 272 seats. This is called absolute majority. So Narendra Modi got the absolute majority in the Lok Sabha election held in May 2014. So it was held in 2014, and after nearly 30 years in Indian politics, a strong government with an absolute majority was established at the center. So if we talk about the one party system or any single party which got the absolute majority, it happened after the 30 years, because we have been studying that after 1989 there has been coalition governments. After 1989, there has been an era of coalition governments where no single party was managing to get the absolute majority to form the government at the center. So there started an era of coalition governments. But after 30 years, we could see in the election of 2014, that is for the very first time, any party got the absolute majority of its own. Okay, so that is why it's written, a strong government with an absolute majority was established at the center. So these are the data which are not mentioned in the CBSE PDF which has been sent by the CBSE. So you must remember, BJP got 282 seats in the Lok Sabha election of 2014. But as an alliance with other party, there was an alliance called NDA. For BJP, there were total 336. It means BJP got 336 seats out of 543 seats in the Lok Sabha. But if you see only the contribution of BJP in this alliance, BJP got 282. It means 272 seats are required for any party to have the government at the center. So, but BJP, if it was not a part of this NDA alliance, still BJP alone could have formed the government at the center, as they got the 282 seats. Okay, so this was the result of the 2014 NDA 3. Though called NDA 3, the BJP-led coalition in 2014 was largely different of its predecessor coalition governments, where the previous coalitions were led by one of the national parties, and NDA 3 coalition was not only steered by national party, but that is BJP, it was also dominated by BJP with an absolute majority of its own in Lok Sabha. So if we see the previous these precedents coalition governments, if you see the previous coalition governments, you will find that NDA or any other coalition government, they were having any single party, national party, who was leading the party. But here, this BJP was not only leading NDA alliance, but it was also dominating, because it was on its own getting this majority, absolute majority of 282. Okay, so we can say that BJP was not only leading NDA alliance, but it was also dominating the NDA alliance. This there was a difference we saw in this coalition system. Previously, no single party was getting this number of seats alone on its own. That is why the requirement of coalition was felt by BJP as well as in Congress in 2004. Okay. Now, NDA 3 was also called a surplus majority. That is why this NDA 3 was called a surplus majority. We are here, BJP got the absolute majority of its own, that is getting 282 seats out of 443. But as an alliance, they got 336 seats. In that sense, a major transformation could be seen in the nature of coalition. So we can say there was a period of transition or transformation in the nature of coalition politics. This coalition politics has been in place from 1989 onwards, but there was a transformation now after the election, Lok Sabha election of 2014, which could be seen from one party-led coalition. So now we could say there was a coalition, but this coalition or the alliance was led by one party, and that one party was BJP, because it was managing to get the amount of seats to get the absolute majority of its own. So this was all about NDA 3 and NDA 4. For tomorrow, we will be taking the last topic of your syllabus and of this chapter, and the topic would be issues of development and governance. This is a very short topic, but we will be discussing that, in which we shall be discussing Pradhan Mantri Ujjwal Yojana, Swachh Bharat अभियान, जनधन योजना, दीनदयाल उपाध्याय ग्राम ज्योति योजना, किसान फसल बीमा योजना, बेटी पढ़ाओ देश बढ़ाओ, आयुष्मान भारत योजना, etc. These are the programs and policies and activities started by the NDA government or the government led by the BJP at the center. So we shall be discussing the recent issues and developments and governance of NDA government or the BJP. Okay. And you must everyone should note down these topics, as this you will not find in a book. This I have got from the important PDF of CBSE, and I think there will be a question based on NDA 3 and 4 and relating to the important policies and governance and development policies of NDA government or BJP in the recent years. So you must note down these notes, which would be very important for all of you. there will be definitely a question from NDA 3 and NDA 4, and also a comparison can be made for with the UPA government and NDA government. So when it's about UPA government, when it's about UPA government, which is led by Congress, so we will study two phases, UPA 1 and UPA 2. UPA 1 you will talk about 2004, this was the government, and 2009. For the two tenures, there was a UPA government which was led by Congress, and Prime Minister, Manmohan Singh was the Prime Minister. Okay, so UPA 1 2004 Lok Sabha election, UPA 2 2009 Lok Sabha election. This we have already covered. Okay, so with this we will start the next topic tomorrow. Thank you.